I went to a trans showgirl club called Asia SF last night with my friends. Oh my gosh, it was the wildest experience I've ever had, and I feel a little dysphoric now. Oh my goodness. Hey, subscribe, click the bell so you get the alerts, and give me a thumbs up. I want to tell you all about this experience. It was incredibly wild. Check it out. Hey, so I went to this crazy show in San Francisco with friends last night. Asia SF, transgender showgirls that danced twice during the entire performance, and fantastic food that you couldn't possibly believe. I was not prepared for this experience. It was beyond any expectation I could have possibly had, and it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I've never experienced anything like it. I'm kind of a boring person, actually. I don't really drink, and I don't really do anything like exciting. I never have. But this was an incredibly wild experience, and I want to share with you the stuff that I experienced. I had no idea I was going to walk away from this with all these feelings and ideas, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's nuts. Anyway, we went to San Francisco and we saw Cirque du Soleil, Amaluna, and it was intense. I absolutely loved it. Then we went to a little bar called the Pirates Cove, and we went downstairs where they have a bubbling volcano under a staircase, and it's like you're down in the bottom of a shipwreck, and we enjoyed a drink. Even though I don't really drink, I had some little something and kind of sipped at it for a while before we decided to head off to go to Asia SF. And I just really didn't know what to expect. My friend had told me about it a long time ago and asked if I'd gone. And then when I said, no, I don't even know what it is, she was like, well, someday we're going to go. So we went and we got seats, and the food. I was not expecting the food to be super amazing awesome, but it blew my socks off. I had this tuna sashimi salad that was absolutely amazing, and I love sushi and know it pretty well. And then some lamb with rice and a sauce that I couldn't describe, but it was undeniably amazing. Wasn't expecting that. And then I just thought, well, bread pudding, right? It was literally the best bread pudding I have had in my entire life. And as a Danish girl, I know bread pudding. So let me tell you something. Whoa, Asia SF, good job. I'm astounded. So when the show started, I had no idea what to expect. Long ago, a friend took me to this little place out in Monterey somewhere, little gay bar with like a cross-dresser show night something. And I mean, it was an interesting experience on its own, but a very different deal, you know. That was a very, you know, kind of fierce cross-dresser kind of vibe, and not at all what I experienced here in San Francisco last night. So when the girls started dancing, I was struck by, like, these are seriously the most beautiful women I have ever seen in my entire life. How is this possible? And I was just completely struck by their flawless beauty. How have they done this? I want some. You know, it's like, wow. Even my friend was like, hey, calm down, Jackie. You're 50, honey. That's not happening for you. And I get it. That's fine. I get it. That's not my goal. But I was absolutely blown away. I wasn't really expecting like some dysphoria to hit me. Like, I want hips and a booty like that. You know, it's like, oh, wow, they have tiny waists and round booties and really curvy hips. I think I want that super bad. You know, and I've always felt that way, but I've never ever seen it firsthand. And to see that, and this absolutely like beyond the normal level of beauty. Like, I know cisgender women are feeling the same thing I'm feeling, like, wow, these are flawless women, and I wish I was a bit more flawless. It just blew my mind. Boom. I just couldn't quite get a grip on it. But I left there after seeing the 2 shows and watching everyone just have a great time. Went to use the restroom and they had the women's room and then a gender neutral only room. And it's like, whoa, okay, cool. And the women's room was just super busy. So I hightailed into the neutral gender one. I'm like, I gotta go. So I don't care. What does it matter? And then we got ourselves together and we're leaving. And there really wasn't a lot of, I don't know how to describe it, flamboyance to it. It wasn't like a big flamboyance party. These were women, they were dancers, they were beautiful. There was a touch of play on the flamboyance here and there, but it wasn't over the top like it was at the place I went to in Monterey like a year ago. Because that was like all about the flamboyance and fierceness and stuff, and that's kind of not my world, so it's a little foreign to me, but wow. It was an experience. It was fun, and the food was fantastic. I couldn't believe it, and it was up in San Francisco. Anyway, if you have the chance, by all means, I would say go try that out. Go have some fun and watch this amazing thing. I just was blown away. Anyway, that was my experience. I really wanted to share it because that's what happened last night, and I'm still like ringing from it. I definitely at some point down the road in my future want to check to see if I can do a little hip augmentation, a little booty augmentation. And I definitely want the little lift under the chin, you know. So those are things I want to do that you can check out down the road. You know, whether it's going to be, Sculptra for the hips and stuff, and lipo augmentation for the rear end and my cheeks or something, or if it's going to be like a full-on Brazilian butt lift or whatever that is, and implants. I do really want to move forward at some point and do those things. So if you stick with me through this transition of mine, you'll get to see some of that stuff because I've always wanted it and I'm going to find a way to get there. So anyway, take care of yourself. Remember, I care what's going on with you. I'm plugging along every single day, and so can you. Just keep moving forward one day at a time. Remember, I care what's going on. I also care if you give me a thumbs up. So please, if you made it this far through the video, go down there and give me a thumbs up. I really love those things. And comments. I'd love to hear some comments. Where have you gone? What shows have you seen? What did it make you feel like? Where did you get your your booty augmentation? Let me know. So anyway, take care of yourself. Subscribe. Click the bell so you get the alerts when I post new content. And that way, you'll see when I put stuff up. Today was just for fun, but more than likely the next one is all about support. Maybe we'll talk more about some surgery stuff. Anyway, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye.